closet full of clothes and thought to yourself, I have nothing to wear? Raise your hand. Because I've been there. Now, what if I told you that with a pair of scissors, an accessory, or a little bit of creativity, you could completely transform the closet you have right now without spending a single dollar? Hello everyone, my name is Lasya Kesapragada, and I'm here today to talk to you about something I'm very passionate about. Fashion and innovation. Now, I know you might be thinking, fashion and innovation? Those two things don't always seem to go hand in hand, but hear me out. Because I think fashion is about a lot more than just following trends or buying the newest clothes. I think fashion is a form of creativity, a way to express yourself, and most importantly, a space for innovation in your everyday life. I've always been drawn to fashion because it allows me to express how I'm feeling without saying a word. Fashion is about more than just dressing up for a special occasion or looking expensive. It's about thinking outside of the box and coming up with fresh ideas based on how you feel at the moment and having that reflect on what you're wearing. For example, I own so many regular t-shirts. There's nothing wrong with them, of course, but one day I decided that I was bored with the style. So instead of throwing them away, I thought to myself, how can I make these more me? How can I experiment with them in a way where I can create a brand new item of clothing? I decided to cut the necklines. First, I started cutting the neckline, including one of the shoulders, to create an asymmetrical off-the-shoulder look. I then started to experiment a little bit more. I ended up creating an off-the-shoulder, perfectly symmetrical top, and even creating a bow neck top. So you see, I, with innovation, transformed my old basic tops into something I can wear in tons of different ways, to tons of different places. It's like giving new meaning to something old, and that to me is innovation. And it doesn't stop there. There are so many ways people can change the way they wear their clothes. For example, layering plays a huge role in men's fashion in creating unique and stylish looks. You could take a simple white shirt, for example, and layer it under a button-up shirt left open for a relaxed look. Or take that same white t-shirt and layer it under a structured blazer for a more polished, business casual appearance. Accessories also play their own part in completely transforming the look of a plain outfit. These small tweaks might not seem like much, but put together, they play an integral role in expressing yourself and creating something entirely new with what you may have right now. It can range from pairing a matching colored top and skirt to create a dress or romper, to layering a collared shirt under a sweater or sweater vest for a more preppy appearance. Fashion is about challenging norms and changing things to make something your own. And evolving your own personal style is innovation, believe it or not. And wearing accessories in different places, pairing them in a way where it creates a whole new accessory in the end, or just wearing accessories in ways they weren't originally intended, are all forms of innovation. These are all ways we can create something entirely new with what we have. But innovation in fashion doesn't stop at personal style. Fashion is constantly evolving with technology and sustainability, the two driving forces of innovation in our current world. Brands are now using 3D printing to create unique, custom-made designs with less waste. Sustainability plays a huge role in fashion innovation. Brands are now using recycled materials, such as recycled plastic, and creating brand new types of fabrics to create stylish and eco-friendly pieces of clothing. Think about how cool that is. Your plastic bottles could be transformed into a jacket. These advancements prove that fashion isn't just about aesthetics. It's about making the world a better place. For example, companies such as Adidas have created sneakers entirely made from ocean plastic in their collaboration with Parley, turning pollution into fashion. Blending fashion with sustainability and technology leave you with endless possibilities and only room for progression and progress. Now, let's talk about why this matters. Fashion is something everyone deals with. We all wake up in the morning to get dressed for work, school, or a TEDx conference perhaps. But how often do we think about how creative we can get with these ideas? By mixing and matching pieces, repurposing items, or even styling something in a way it wasn't intended, we're innovating without even realizing it. And I'd also like to add that innovation doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be some massive invention that ends up changing the world overnight. Innovation is also about those small everyday changes we make to solve a problem, spark creativity, and express ourselves. Innovation doesn't have to be just rocket science. It can be as simple as the way we wear our clothes. I'd also like to add that fashion innovation is for everyone. You don't have to be a designer or have this massive wardrobe to start experimenting. You also don't have to be just a woman, which is a common misconception. There is so much in the world of fashion and innovation for men, ranging from innovative layering techniques to the rise of gender-neutral clothing. There's always something new to explore. Getting creative with how I wear my clothes is something I really want to share with others, especially teenagers. As teenagers, we don't always have the money to buy new clothes all the time. But that doesn't mean we can't get creative with what we already own. By mixing and matching pieces, repurposing items, or even styling something in a way it wasn't intended, we're not just saving money, we're also making more sustainable choices, which is a huge bonus. So, to wrap this up, I hope you all leave this room today with a brand new perspective on fashion and innovation. Whether it's cutting the neckline of a shirt, styling a matching top and skirt in a way where a dress is created, or just creative layering techniques, these are all ways we can ignite innovation easily in our own homes. Fashion is constantly evolving, and so are we. So, the next time you stare at your closet and think to yourself that you have nothing to wear, maybe instead you can try thinking, how can I create something new or innovate with what I already have? Remember, innovation doesn't have to be complicated. It's all about those small changes that create a big difference in the end. Thank you.